standoff has come to a conclusion after a suspect fired on officers, holed up in a Fort Worth home, and set off fireworks. Police have been at the scene of that home throughout the evening. We've seen a truck crashed in front of the home, officers with guns drawn, and at several moments tonight, we saw fireworks being shot from that home. Our crew heard gunfire shortly before 9 o'clock, then crews started leaving the scene. Fox 4's David Santandri live in Fort Worth. David.
Yeah, Clarice, the SWAT standoff is over, but we are still working to find out exactly how it ended. We are expecting some sort of a press conference from police investigators here on scene, but there's no specific timetable as far as when that will happen. I can take you back to where this all began, and our chopper was in the air, Sky 4, capturing footage of the Fort Worth home filled with smoke after fireworks were launched from the house. Inside the home was an armed, barricaded suspect, according to police. The Lake Worth police chief tells me this damaged red Dodge truck outside the home was being driven by a man who was pulled over during a traffic stop in Lake Worth. Police say he fired multiple shots at officers before driving off from that scene. The chief tells me the man shot at officers at a second location before arriving at this home in Fort Worth off Skyline Drive. Again, he barricaded himself inside. That man proceeded to continuously set off fireworks while inside the home, even throwing some of those fireworks outside at officers. The police chief says the barricaded gunman has some sort of connection to the home, but he's not exactly sure what that connection is. I asked if it was the suspect's home or maybe a relative's home, but he was just unclear at that point in time. There was someone else inside the home early on during the standoff, but that person was released by the reported gunman. So people in this neighborhood have been waiting for hours trying to get back into their homes, many unable to get back inside. Even one person just a little bit ago had to park her car and walk up. But for the most part, this scene is starting to clear. It's probably about 10, 15, 20% of what it was just a few hours ago, and many people are back inside their homes at this point in time. But again, we're still working to find out exactly how this ended. I can tell you, as Clarice, you mentioned a little bit ago, we heard gunfire while we were on this scene in the 8 o'clock hour, around 8:20, 8:25. And after we heard that gunfire, what sounded clearly like gunfire, the scene started to clear. We saw an ambulance, and it appears that ambulance drove off with someone inside. We know Fort Worth Police Department says it is taking over the lead on this investigation. Again, this home is in the city of Fort Worth. The crime started with that shooting over in Lake Worth, directed at Lake Worth officers, but Lake Worth will be assisting. We expect possibly some sort of joint press conference sooner than later. When we learn more information, we'll bring it to you. But for now, Clarice, I'll send it back to you.